Hi guys, I'm back, but as you see in jacuzzi store, since I don't have a fight, now I'm selling jacuzzis. I'm a jacuzzi salesman. I have a special offer for Peter Yan. I want you to recover, so I will send you this jacuzzi for free. This way, we will have our trilogy fight soon as possible. I know you like to be relaxed, but I like to be busy. So I want my belt back because this job sucks. So take this jacuzzi, invite your boys, invite your ladies, and if you're Peterian and live in Thailand, invite your lady boys. Let's go.
Muhammad Usman's UFC journey ended abruptly, despite his promising 4-2 record in the promotion. After capturing victory on the Ultimate Fighter 30 by knocking out Zach Pauga in August 2022, Usman looked destined for heavyweight title contention. His impressive wins over Jake Collier and Junior Tafa solidified his reputation as an emerging heavyweight force. Following a perfect 3-2 starts, consecutive defeats to former LFA champion Thomas Peterson and Mick Parkin temporarily derailed his momentum. Usman rebounded with a commanding victory over Hamdi Abdurrahab last June, but his comeback was short-lived when he received a devastating 30-month suspension for testing positive for banned substances. A scheduled October bout against Walter Walker, Johnny Walker's brother, was scrapped due to injury. With over 2 years on the sidelines ahead, UFC matchmakers decided not to wait, releasing Usman in Friday's roster cuts alongside Jailton Almeida, who was also let go after underwhelming octagon performances. In lighter news, Merab Davalishvili has transformed into an unlikely jacuzzi salesman, offering to send Peter Yan a therapeutic tub to aid his recovery from back surgery before their anticipated rematch.
Fighting Hamzat again is, of course, what I'm after. Expecting any surprises? No. There's not going to be any surprises. I mean, that is the way he's going to fight, and if he tries anything different, it will be a terrible night. But we all know that. But he did what he had to win that belt. We can't hate on him for that. No, he did what he needed to do. It's the rules of the game, and he did it. So saying that, it's not fair, it is fair. He did what he had to do. Not how I would win my belt or would like to, but that's what he did. And now it's my responsibility to go and fix that, to stop him from doing that again and get him to fight my fight.
Dricus du Plessis remains determined to reclaim his crown after losing the middleweight title to Khamzat Chimaev in their epic 5-round war last August. 6 months removed from that heartbreaking defeat, du Plessis has publicly expressed his desire for redemption. The former champion remains confident in his ability to neutralize Chimaev's wrestling attack and eagerly awaits another chance to regain his throne.
So, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird what the UFC did with Chimaev. You brought a guy in that fights once a year who's like Madonna, who probably gets how much money does that dictator give him on the table? Like, the guy doesn't need to fight, dude. He's best friends with a warlord. He's just going to sit on that belt and wait until they force him to fight. But yeah, no, the middleweight division, man, like from a pure money perspective, you would make more money not fighting for the belt than you would fighting for the belt. Say Chimaev goes and fights Nasruddin in 6 months. Well, let's say Chimaev sprains his pinky like he normally does. Now he takes another year off. So it's like you're off for 2 years. The belt isn't even it's not even in my brain anymore. I didn't even think about it. Like, I'll make significantly more money just fighting. You say, hey, you want to wait a year and a half and not fight, or just keep fighting and fighting good guys and maybe taking an L? I'll just go fight good guys, maybe take an L, and I'll triple my pay. I'd just say Fluffy beats me, and Fluffy want you for a title fight. Well, I mean, he's going to fight Nasruddin in probably, 6 months? Fights Nasruddin, say they have a hard fight, or even if they have an easy fight, he springs his pinky toe, he's out for another 8 months. So, Fluffy, you're not fighting for a year and a half if you want to wait for that. And I'm sure you would, but it's me personally, I don't give a give me my paycheck. I want to go fight. Every fight, dude, the guy's like, I broke my hand. I have an x-ray. Want to see it? My shoulder is broken. It's like every time this guy fights, he has a mysterious injury. It's just, why wait?
Sean Strickland believes UFC brass committed a grave error by awarding Khamzat Chimaev a title opportunity. Half a year has passed since Chimaev claimed the undisputed middleweight crown, yet no timeline exists for his inaugural defense. During his pre-fight ESPN interview before facing Anthony Hernandez, Strickland unleashed a scathing critique of Chimaev, accusing him of destroying the division through prolonged inactivity. Strickland further implied the champion might be fabricating injury excuses to avoid defending his belt while keeping the entire weight class in limbo.
That'd be a big fight. You know, I think that I think I'm probably the only one that could beat Chimaev. I honestly think Fluffy's a better wrestler than Chimaev. Like, I think pace-wise, style-wise, I think over 5 rounds, Fluffy's probably a better, but then stand-up, I think Chimaev might take him to stand-up decision.
Strickland's criticism didn't end there, as he boldly proclaimed himself the sole middleweight capable of defeating Chimaev. The outspoken contender even went as far as claiming his upcoming opponent Anthony Hernandez possesses superior wrestling skills compared to the reigning champion.
Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, who you got in that one? They're fighting March 7th.
I like Max.
You like Max?
Yeah, I'll stop.
Fans want to see you on the White House card. Are you getting on the White House card?
That was weird what I said, but yeah, the White House would be perfect.
You're the man, bro. Thank you.
Paulo Costa has revealed his fascinating motivation for ascending to light heavyweight ahead of his clash with undefeated Azamat Murzakanov at UFC 327 in Miami on April 11th. This represents a significant challenge for the Brazilian, marking his legitimate debut at 205 pounds after his previous appearance resulted from a failed weight cut. However, Costa's coach Andre Pederneiras clarified this isn't a permanent relocation, but rather part of an ambitious plan to capture championships in multiple divisions. Pederneiras explained that Costa has sacrificed everything, including living away from home, to pursue greatness within the next year. The UFC has reportedly offered an enticing proposition. Victory over Murzakanov would secure top 5 rankings in both middleweight and light heavyweight divisions, allowing Costa to pursue either title. Costa's coach emphasized the fighter's desire to create history by becoming a 2-division champion, not merely winning fights. In other news, Nate Diaz issued what might be his first public apology after initially threatening to slap Max Holloway during a discussion about the upcoming BMF title fight between Holloway and Charles Oliveira. Diaz quickly corrected the record on social media, clarifying his hostile remarks targeted Oliveira rather than Holloway. The Stockton native acknowledged his inappropriate comments and extended genuine apologies while expressing respect for both fighters. His statement read that he misspoke about Holloway when he meant Oliveira, admitting the comment was rude and inappropriate regardless of the intended target, though he noted such actions might be acceptable within actual cage competition.
I'm from New York. I mean, you talk, you back it up. What are you going to do? Yeah, Friday night. What are you going to punch me? We're fighters. Friday night. What are you going to do? I'm not going to love it too. I'm not going to react to your little talk, just like I haven't watched stuff.
UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria's coach predicts a devastating early finish when his fighter meets Justin Gaethje. Xavi Clemente possesses unwavering confidence in Topuria's abilities and anticipates Gaethje won't survive the opening round. Clemente believes the first genuine exchange between the fighters will result in Gaethje's knockout. Speaking with conviction, the coach guaranteed a first-round finish during their initial meaningful contact, drawing parallels to Charles Oliveira's fate when he attempted to press forward against Topuria only to find himself grounded. Clemente claims to have identified multiple technical flaws in Gaethje's game that will prove costly if displayed on fight night. Meanwhile, UFC heavyweight Johnny Walker engaged in a bizarre staged confrontation with legless wrestler Zion Clark before their grappling match at Karate Combat Friday, clearly designed to generate artificial buzz and attract viewers to the event.
The UFC asked Tom Aspinall to vacate the title until he was ready to go. And he said he'd be willing to vacate the title as long as they released him. Now, that opens the door so he can go ahead and box. This is a really weird situation. The heavyweight division is just a total show right now. And it's been a shit show since the John Jones coming in, not wanting to fight, the interim champion, which was Tom Aspinall at the time, and then fighting Stipe. No disrespect to Stipe, but it was just, John had something in mind, and the UFC didn't squash that. They allowed that fight to happen, and it just led into this thing where the heavyweight division's been on hold since the John Jones debacle, I guess you would call it. Bottom line is, Jailton Almeida is gone. Okay, they just released him. Tom Aspinall, if he is gone, John Jones doesn't seem like he's coming back, especially not to the heavyweight division. We have a mess. We have a disaster on our hands. The heavyweight division and the 205-pound division, the light heavyweight division, Both weight classes are the worst that they've ever been. And these used to be the pillars. This used to be what would carry the promotion. When the merger of Strikeforce and the UFC happened, the heavyweight division was the strongest it had ever been. And the light heavyweight division, honestly, UFC was built off of the light heavyweight division. This is wild to me, man. The 135, 145, 155, and 170 right now are carrying the sport of MMA and definitely carrying the UFC.
Uriah Hall also participated in pre-fight theatrics with his opponent Jaden Atnott during the same card. Tom Aspinall's ongoing dispute with the UFC continues escalating after the heavyweight champion underwent additional eye surgeries, further postponing his octagon return. Speculation mounted about potential title stripping due to extended inactivity until former UFC veteran Josh Thompson revealed the promotion reportedly requested Aspinall voluntarily relinquish his belt, while Aspinall countered by demanding his contractual release. MMA reporter Ruben Carter dropped bombshell claims that John Jones and Alex Pereira are scheduled to compete for the undisputed heavyweight championship at a rumored UFC White House event. Carter followed up by asserting Aspinall has not only vacated his title but departed the UFC roster through mutual agreement after negotiating his release to pursue boxing opportunities. The reporter confidently predicted his accuracy would be vindicated soon. According to Carter's additional reports, Pereira will abandon his light heavyweight crown while Jiri Prochaska and Carlos Ulberg battle for the vacant 205-pound title at UFC 327 in Miami. Pereira seemingly validated these rumors through an Instagram post captioned 1, 2, 3 and go, likely hinting at his pursuit of a third divisional championship after previously conquering both middleweight and light heavyweight. The speculation continues building around these dramatic roster changes and title implications. The internet's top 3 MMA memes were shared by Actual Tradition, claiming third place. Super Sharp Art secured the second position with their creative submission. Intelligent Tier claimed the coveted #1 spot with their winning meme creation.